Somewhere on the road right now there is a Toyota with over 500,000 miles on its original transmission. Not rebuilt, not replaced. Original. The same unit that left the factory, still shifting smoothly, still doing its job. And next to it, statistically speaking, are 99 other Toyotas that will never get there. Same brand, same engineering, same factory quality, but completely different outcomes. The question that nobody seems to ask is why. Not in a vague, general way, but specifically, mechanically, and honestly. What did that one owner do that the other 99 didn't? That is exactly what this video is about. I went deep on long-haul Toyota owner data, high-mileage case studies, and the mechanical patterns that separate the 1% from everyone else. What I found is that it is not luck. It is not the model year. It is not even primarily the maintenance schedule. It is a collection of specific decisions made consistently over years of ownership that compound into an outcome most Toyota owners will never experience because nobody ever laid it out for them plainly. Until today. Before we get into it, drop your Toyota model and mileage in the comments right now. If you're in the high mileage club, I especially want to hear from you. And if you've never subscribed, do it now. We exist to make sure Toyota owners have the information the dealership assumes you'll never look for. Let's get into it. Let's start with the thing that surprises people the most about the 1% Club. It is not what they do. It is how consistently they do it. Every single habit in this video is something most Toyota owners have heard at some point. Change your fluid, don't tow over your limit, warm it up before you push it. None of this is secret knowledge. The difference is that the owners hitting 500,000 miles have never skipped. Not once in 10 years. Not because they were on a long road trip, not because the shop was busy. Not because the car seemed fine. The consistency is the variable. And consistency is the thing that is hardest to sell because it doesn't feel significant in any individual moment. It only becomes visible over a decade of ownership when two identical Toyotas have completely different outcomes. The first thing the 1% does that the 99% doesn't is treat every single cold start as a protected event. We have covered cold start damage in previous videos, but the 500,000-mile owners take it further than most. They don't just avoid hard acceleration for 5 minutes, they think about cold start protection as a daily non-negotiable. Rain, sunshine, long trip, late for work, doesn't matter. The first 5 minutes are always gentle. Always. And here is the specific reason this matters at the 500,000-mile scale that most people never consider. The damage from cold starts is not linear. It does not accumulate evenly across the life of the transmission. It front-loads. The most damaging cold start events are the ones that happen on a transmission that already has some accumulated wear, because worn components have less tolerance for the stress of under-lubricated operation than new ones do. This means that the owners who are disciplined about cold starts in year 1 and year 2 are protecting a healthy transmission. But the owners who are disciplined in years 8, 9, and 10 are doing something even more important. They are protecting components that have already given 150,000 miles of service and have almost no remaining margin for additional stress. At high mileage, a single aggressive cold start does more damage than 10 aggressive cold starts would have done at 20,000 miles. The 1% understands this intuitively even if they can't explain the mechanics behind it. They get more careful as the mileage climbs, not less. The second thing that separates the 1% is their relationship with transmission fluid, and it goes beyond just changing it on schedule. The owners hitting 500,000 miles are not using whatever fluid the shop has on hand. They are using Toyota-specific WS fluid, world standard, or a verified compatible equivalent every single time without exception. This matters more than most people realize. Toyota's WS fluid is formulated specifically for the tight tolerances and precise hydraulic requirements of Toyota's transmission designs. It has a specific viscosity profile, a specific friction modifier package, and a specific thermal stability range. Using a generic fluid that meets similar but not identical specifications introduces variables into a system that was engineered to eliminate variables. At 100,000 miles, the difference is small. At 300,000 miles, it is measurable. At 500,000 miles, it is often the difference between a transmission that is still healthy and one that needed a rebuild at 380,000. And the interval these owners are using is not 60,000 miles. It is 25 to 35,000 miles without exception. Some of the highest mileage Toyota owners in studies were changing fluid every 20,000 miles. That seems excessive until you understand that at those intervals, the fluid never has the chance to accumulate enough degradation byproducts to cause measurable harm. Every fluid change flushes out suspended metal particles, restores hydraulic pressure consistency, and resets the thermal clock on the friction modifiers that keep clutch packs engaging cleanly. At 25,000-mile intervals over 500,000 miles, that is 20 fluid changes. At roughly $200 each, that is $4,000 in fluid services over the life of the transmission. A transmission replacement on a current Tundra starts at $7,000 and goes up from there. The math is not subtle. All right, if you're watching this and realizing your fluid change interval is nowhere near what the 1% is doing, hit that like button right now. You're not alone, and the good news is that starting a tighter interval today still matters even at high mileage. Let's keep going. The third separator is one that sounds almost too simple to be meaningful. The 1% never moves the gear selector until the vehicle is completely stopped. Not completely stopped. Every time. For every directional change. For as long as they have owned the vehicle. No exceptions for slow speeds, tight spaces, or being in a hurry. This habit eliminates shift shock entirely from the transmission's life history, and the absence of thousands of shift shock events over a decade of ownership is one of the cleanest predictors of transmission longevity in the data. We covered shift shock in depth in a previous video, but at the 500,000-mile scale, the impact is compounded in a way that shorter mileage data doesn't fully capture. A transmission that has never experienced shift shock has clutch packs that are wearing on their friction surfaces only, exactly as designed. A transmission that has experienced shift shock thousands of times has clutch packs that are worn on their friction surfaces and on their backing plates and engagement faces. At 200,000 miles, the difference might not be apparent. At 400,000 miles, one of those transmissions is healthy and one is not. The fourth thing the 1% does is actively manage transmission temperature in a way that goes beyond just avoiding towing abuse. The owners at 500,000 miles are aware of their transmission temperature in real time. Many of them use an OBD2 scanner or a dedicated transmission temperature gauge, especially if they tow or drive in extreme heat. They know what normal operating temperature looks like for their specific Toyota, and they know what it looks like when it is running hot. When it runs hot, they respond. They back off the throttle, they pull over if necessary, they let it cool before continuing. This is not paranoia. It is the same logic that makes a pilot monitor engine temperature rather than assuming it is fine. Heat is the primary mechanism of transmission wear at high mileage. Not shock, not friction. Heat. And the owners who are monitoring it are the ones catching the early signs of thermal stress before it becomes cumulative damage. The fifth and final thing that defines the 1% is the hardest to quantify but the easiest to understand. They pay attention. They know how their transmission feels on a normal day, and they notice immediately when it feels different. A shift that is slightly softer than usual. A barely perceptible hesitation between gears. A warmth coming from under the vehicle that wasn't there last week. These are the signals that everyone else ignores and that the 1% acts on within days. Because at 400,000 miles, a small problem addressed immediately is a solenoid that's $300. The same problem ignored for 2 months is a rebuild, costing $5,000. The margin for error on a high-mileage transmission is razor thin, and the owners who respect that margin are the ones who make it to 500,000. Here is the honest truth about the 1% club. There is no secret. There is no special part, no magic fluid additive, no trick that the long-haul Toyota owners know and everyone else doesn't. What they have is discipline applied consistently over a decade or more of ownership. They start gently every morning. They change their fluid early and often with the right fluid. They stop completely before every gear change. They watch their transmission temperature. And they pay close attention to how their car feels and act immediately when something changes. Toyota gives you a transmission that is engineered for this kind of longevity. The 1% simply never gave it a reason to fall short of what it was built to do. The 99% didn't fail because they got a bad Toyota. They failed because they assumed the Toyota would handle whatever they gave it. It almost can, but almost only gets you to 200,000 miles. Drop your mileage in the comments and tell me honestly, do you think you're in the 1% or the 99% right now? I want to see where people are at. And if you know a Toyota owner who is pushing high mileage and taking care of their car, send this to them. It might be the thing that gets them across the finish line. See you in the next one.